A Capri is a large, tree-dwelling creature from Philippine folklore, often depicted as a giant humanoid with dark skin, hairy body, and glowing eyes.
The duende is a mythical creature in Filipino folklore. These supernatural beings are believed to be small, dwarf-like creatures with pointed ears and beady eyes.
She is probably the most famous woman in Philippine folklore. But where exactly did she come from? This is Maria Makiling, a revered and kind diwata or fairy on Mount Makiling.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Passport Nomad. Please hit subscribe, like, and share, and let's get to today's content. For today's content, we will be talking about Filipino folklore. So let's watch a couple of these clips and let's see what we got.
A Capri is a large, tree-dwelling creature from Philippine folklore, often depicted as a giant humanoid with dark skin, hairy body, and glowing eyes. It is said to live in large trees like baliti or banyan trees, and is usually associated with smoking a large cigar or pipe. The Capri is not typically malevolent, but is known to be mischievous and enjoys playing pranks on people, such as leading travelers in direction. Some beliefs say Capris fall in love with humans and try to woo them. If someone possesses a Capri's enchanted belt, they will be able to see the creature and, sometimes, befriend it. Despite its intimidating appearance, the copper is often considered more of a guardian spirit than an evil one.
I wonder what it would be like to actually run into one of those things. It'd probably be cool, right? I wonder. Hey, yo, what up, triple double OG? What's up? What you doing out here? What you got there? You smoking on? Can I get a drag of that? Boom. All right, bro. All right. No puff share. No puff passes. No problem, bro. No problem. Respect.
Have you ever heard of the Filipino urban legend of the duende? The duende is a mythical creature in Filipino folklore. These supernatural beings are believed to be small, dwarf-like creatures with pointed ears and beady eyes. Duendes are said to inhabit natural environments such as forests, mountains, and ancestral lands in the Philippines. Duendes are known for their mischievous nature, often playing pranks on humans or causing minor disturbances. They are believed to be guardians of nature, residing in anthills or small termite mounds known as punso. Disturbing or disrespecting their dwelling can bring bad luck or misfortune. In Filipino culture, people have various beliefs and practices associated with the duendes. Some offer food or small gifts to appease them and seek their favor or protection. It is common for individuals to avoid stepping on anthills or disturbing natural habitats that may house duendes out of respect and superstition. Duendes are deeply ingrained in Filipino folklore, reflecting the country's rich mythology and belief in supernatural creatures. The stories of duendes serve as a reminder of the importance of living in harmony with nature and respecting the unseen beings that may inhabit it.
Nah, that couldn't be real.
Caught on camera.
Hell nah, I'd be out.
She is probably the most famous woman in Philippine folklore. But where exactly did she come from? This is Maria Makiling, a revered and kind diwata or fairy on Mount Makiling. Maria Makiling's actual origins go way back, even before the Spanish colonial era. And since her stories were passed down orally, we're unsure of the exact source. One of Maria Makiling's stories tells her as the protector of Mount Makiling, always kind to the poor and generous with gifts. But she literally disappeared because the people she helped were ungrateful. That's Rizal's version, by the way. the way. Before the Filipino natives were converted to Christianity, she was just called Makiling. The Spanish simply added Maria to her name. Interestingly, many still believe diwatas influence natural phenomena in the Philippines, and if you upset them, there could be painful consequences. Can you imagine a world where diwatas would actually exist?
Sounds like she was a beautiful woman, you know, somebody that did a lot of nice things for the people of the culture. Maybe there's an important lesson about all that. But like I said, tell me in the comments what you guys think. Next video.
Guys, I can't talk about Philippine folklore without talking about Siquijor. How this island got its name is actually pretty interesting. When the Spanish were sailing their galleons around the central Visayas, they noticed that at night there was a glow to this island, so they named it Isla de Fuegos. And because they were curious, they decided to visit the island, and they met a man on the beach who was limping around. The Spanish were curious, they asked him what the name of the place was, and he said Siquijor, because he thought that they were asking him what his name was. Because the Spanish had a hard time saying the D at the end of Siquijor, they pronounced it as Siquijor, thus Siquijor. Well, that's one story. So what does this have to do with folklore? Well, it's beautiful for one. And among Filipinos, it is actually known as Filipino Witch Central. When the Spanish were sailing around the area, they would often get sick, so they would drop by Siquijor. Here, they learned of the traditional healing practices, which they dubbed as witchcraft. So they left Siquijor alone, and it was dubbed Island of Witches. And to this day, it still has that reputation, and the locals were able to preserve their traditional healing practices.
Siquijor is actually one of the first islands I heard about when I first came to the Philippines, and everybody says the same thing. Witchcraft. A good thing or a bad thing?
Of the Tikbalang. The Tikbalang is a creature from Philippine folklore that is said to be a humanoid figure with the head and hooves of a horse. It is believed to inhabit the deep forests and mountains of the Philippines and is said to be a trickster and a malevolent spirit. According to legend, the Tikbalang is a mischievous creature that delights in playing pranks on unsuspecting travelers. It is known for its ability to shapeshift and can sometimes appear as a beautiful woman or a handsome man to lure its victims into a false sense of security. The Tikbalang is also known for its ability to cause confusion and disorientation in those who cross its path. It is said to be able to manipulate time and space, causing travelers to become lost or disoriented in the forest or mountains. In some versions of the legend, the Tikbalang is said to be a guardian of nature and the environment, punishing those who harm or disrespect the natural world. It is also sometimes associated with fertility and is said to be responsible for the growth and abundance of crops.
Wow, that's some interesting stuff, man. That's a lot to wrap your head around, but this is what people actually, some people apparently still believe in some of these things here. So I just, let me get your thoughts on this, in the comments. But thanks for dropping by. This is Passport Nomad just saying, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I'm out.